Mr. Lamb, you can call your first witness.
The state calls Lieutenant Nate Milledge. Lieutenant Milledge, if you'll make your way towards the witness stand, and then when you get there, if you'll just pause for just a moment and look towards me, please. Raise your right hand. Do you swear that the evidence you will give in this case will be the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Have a seat, sir.
Pull that microphone towards you, sir. We want to test that out.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Would you tell the jury your name, please?
My name is Nathaniel Milledge, lieutenant at Georgia Southwestern State University.
Okay. Lieutenant Nathaniel Milledge, and can you spell Milledge for the court reporter, please?
It's Milledge.
And you are employed, you said, at Georgia Southwestern State University?
That's correct.
What department are you employed in there?
The police department.
And how long have you been with the GSW Police Department?
Total of about 27 years.
And on January 14, which was a Sunday, January 14, 2024, were you on duty?
Yes, I was.
And did you receive some information concerning an event which may have occurred on the GSW campus?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Just briefly, if you would tell the jury what information you received and from where.
Okay, initially I received a call, as I recall, from Lieutenant Allen of America's Police Department. I think he was at the emergency room. I think he may have been working security at that time.
Okay. Did you receive a call from Allen, or did you get notified by Central?
I did receive the call from Central, but I also spoke with Lieutenant Allen.
Okay, so both. You
Right.
received that.
Right.
What is Central? What do you mean by Central?
The 911 center.
Okay. And then you also received a phone call from Lieutenant
Allen.
Tim Allen from
Right.
the America's Police
Right.
Department, right? Okay. And did you subsequently have some conversation with Chief Lewis about about information being received concerning a matter at the college?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay. What was the nature of the call? Okay, I mean, without much detail, but I mean, just if you're going to just summarize the nature of the call that you got, or the word that you got about what had happened.
I received a call that there was a baby transported from Georgia Southwestern to the emergency room, and I think it was Lieutenant Allen who informed me that initially he was told that the baby had fallen, that the baby was injured. At the time, didn't know the extension of the baby's injuries.
Okay. So there was an injured baby at the hospital.
Right.
And somebody at the hospital had figured out, I suppose from talking to someone else, that the baby came from the GSW campus.
That's
Is that
correct.
And jurisdictionally, what does that mean that if the child, if something happened on the GSW campus as opposed to happening, on the street out here in front of the courthouse?
It's GSW's jurisdiction.
It's GSW's jurisdiction, right?
That's correct.
America's police department may assist, but you guys have sort of the primary jurisdiction over events or acts which occur on the campus. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. And so once you learned that it was a injured child at the hospital, what did you do in terms of taking next steps?
At that point, myself and another officer was Lorenzo Johnson was on duty at the time. I went to the hospital to start the investigation, and I sent him to the room and told him to secure it and not let anyone go into the room.
Okay. So you went to the hospital where the baby was.
That's correct.
But you told Johnson to go to the room that you believed that, from what you had been told, that you believed where something might have occurred.
That's correct.
Okay. And so where was that? What location did you send Johnson to?
It was at Southwestern Oaks Dorm 2.
Oaks 2?
Right.
That's OAKS, right?
OAKS,
And then like the number 2?
Southwestern Oaks.
Okay, Southwestern Oaks.
Right.
Okay. Southwestern Oaks in like the numeral 2?
That's correct.
Okay, all right. And that's the name of the dormitory, or that is the name of the dormitory,
That's the
right?
name of the dormitory.
Okay. And did you provide him with any information about any, did you identify for him any particular room in the dormitory that he should take control of?
Once we confirmed what room it was, I did.
Okay, so you gave him a room number.
Right, that's correct.
Okay. After you got to the hospital and began conducting a preliminary investigation, I suppose, into what may have happened, did you do something else in connection with this investigation?
Once I got to the hospital, I did speak with the father of the baby, Mr. Williams, I think his name
Julian
was.
Williams, does that sound right?
And Miss Poague.
Okay. But then did you do something else in terms of procuring assistance from another agency?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and what was that you did?
I contacted, after speaking with Chief Lewis, and informing him of the suspected injuries of severity, and we decided that to call the GBI to get their assistance.
Suffice to say, you learned very quickly the child was severely injured.
Right, that's correct.
Whatever the cause of those injuries, you knew he was severely injured.
Right, well, the doctor at the time, Dr. Busman, came in, and I was witnessing him inform the baby's father and Miss Poague of the baby's condition.
Okay, and once you learned that, you spoke to the chief, and then y'all called in the GBI.
That's correct.
Okay. What would have been your instruction, if any, to Johnson? Is it Sergeant Johnson, Officer
Johnson.
Officer Johnson. What would have been your instruction to Officer Johnson at that time about maintaining the control and integrity of the scene, of the location that he'd been sent to?
Well, initially, prior to me leaving campus, I gave him those instructions because I didn't know the severity of it, and I told him to secure it and to not let anyone enter the room. My instructions were to treat it as if it was a crime scene.
Okay. So sometimes you don't know if a place is a crime scene, do you?
That's true.
And so you make whatever provisions you can make to preserve it, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Was that essentially your intention in sending Johnson there?
That was my intention.
Okay. No further questions this time, Your Honor.
All right, cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Officer Milledge, T. Gamble, how you doing today?
Doing fine, sir.
Just got a few questions for you. First of all, you stated that Lieutenant Allen, you had a conversation with him early on, and that's what spurred you on to go to the hospital and that type thing, correct?
Yes, I did have a conversation with him.
And Lieutenant Allen indicated to you that Mr. Williams had told him that the child had fallen, correct?
He said that they said that the baby had fallen.
So you don't know if he said Williams or you don't know who said it, just they said it?
That's correct. So he was told that.
Now, when you got that information and then you went to the hospital realizing there was some injuries to the child, you had already at that time contacted one of your officers and told him to secure the room back where Trinity Poague lived?
I did that before I left campus.
Okay, so before you left campus, now when you got to the hospital, was Trinity Poague there?
Yes, she was.
And was Mr. Williams there?
Yes.
And of course the child was there, correct?
Yes, he was.
And you had Officer Johnson back securing the scene per your orders, correct?
That's correct.
And as far as you know, he followed that order and kept that place secure where no one could go in it, correct?
That's correct.
And it would be fair to state that Miss Poague could not have gone back at any time and tampered with the room from that moment forward, correct?
That's correct.
And so there was no possibility of someone coming in removing evidence, correct?
There should not have been.
And there should not have been any possibility of someone coming in and cleaning up the room or anything of that nature, correct?
That's correct.
And the purpose of that securing was to make sure that the only people that could go into that room forward would be some kind of technicians with law enforcement to collect evidence and that type thing, correct?
That's correct.
And to your knowledge, in fact, there was eventually someone who came and did that, correct?
That's correct.
Now, you weren't part of that, were you?
I was not.
And I know you had this initial part of the investigation, but after that, you didn't do any follow-up interviews or anything like that with potential witnesses, did you?
I did not.
I mean, once you turn over to the GBI, is that you kind of step back and let them take over?
Yes, sir.
And other than that preliminary stuff, you would have no other hand in the investigation, correct?
Not directly.
How about indirectly? How would you have it there?
Well, I was interviewed by the GBI.
So they would get whatever information you got from that initial stuff.
Right.
But I mean, you wouldn't go out on your own and say, let me see if I can talk to some witnesses, let's say.
No.
That wasn't your job, was it?
No, it wasn't.
And the purpose of securing that room was to preserve that room so that evidence could be collected from it and make sure none of it was destroyed or tampered with in any way, correct?
That's correct.
That's all the questions I have.
Any redirect?
No, Your Honor.
All right, may this witness be excused?
He may be.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Lieutenant, you're free to go or stay.